these animals. You think you're better than him?
Howdy hanging dino dudes, it's me the Digital Raptor, and welcome back to, well, Injustice 2. Yeah. Hang on. Skip movie, there. Okay, so this is where we left off. For those of you who don't remember, we went to Arkham, only for Damien to end up killing someone. Well, to be not just someone killing Victor Zsasz, and it just occurred to me, I just forgot to shut off that little sound thingy on my controller. This might be obnoxious, but I'm sorry. Anyhow, wow, I'm doing pretty good actually with Harley. Check this out.
Voices are not impressed.
You can just bring in random hyenas because, well, comic book logic. And their names are Crackers and Giggles. Anyhow, let's get back to it. So, if you don't remember what else happened, Black Canary is somehow alive. Well, I know how she's alive. I'm not going to spoil that because you need to read the comics. Green Arrow is here. And so the two of them and Harley Quinn teamed up to come down here to the middle of what's known as Slaughter Swamp. Where I thought Swamp Thing was showing up, only for it to turn out that, you know, Poison Ivy's here. And Scarecrow, well, Freddy Krueger to be honest, is shipping out a whole bunch of fear stuff off to Oral Gruddy.
Please, I used to huff this stuff for kicks.
Then you'll appreciate.
I don't care what he does, Robert Englund is always going to be awesome. It's gonna be oh. No, it's Scarecrow. And that design is pretty awesome.
You have a high tolerance, but everyone has something.
Yeah,
to
so
fear.
far from the few from the 4 rounds I have played, Scarecrow is by far my favorite character. Because I love the idea of like using like fear gas and stuff to essentially to attack the opponent, and I also love the fact that, you know, he's got a giant hook chain, which he can use to be totally cool with. And that's a reference to Suicide Squad. Ow. I'm curious, like if I'm using a heavy character, like Grodd or someone, could I throw this alligator? I think it's alive. Up. Ow. Ow. That's it. You asked for this. Oh wait, he can teleport? I did not know that. Granted, I didn't bother checking any of his moves. I haven't even checked any of her moves. Here we go. Let's try this again. Stop doing that. I'm trying to hit you. Here we go. Yeah, apparently you can, like, counter your... You can, like, sort of, like... If you're in the air, you can do some sort of cool move. It burns a little bit of meter. But it actually causes you to, do something really awesome, wherein... You'll end up, essentially, well, jumping out of the attack. That's a bear trap just hanging there. I bet if I grabbed it, I could use it as a weapon. Oh, I got another box.
Ugh, instant hangover.
We're not done yet.
So what's gonna happen? He's gonna be Joker. Called it! Yeah. You know, I don't mind that he's in here. I'm really glad he's not the main villain. But could we have, like, one DC game where he's not even a character? Because it's just so... Why does Joker always have to be in every single DC product? It gets a little annoying after a while.
Harley, darling. Look at you. Such a big girl. Cosplaying a superhero.
And that's Mark Hamill, which makes me happy because I love Mark Hamill's Joker. To be honest, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, get triggered. Now, I love the fact that I love his Joker.
What?
The real you. buried under the floorboards. Scratching to get out. The one who cut her friends' throats. And laugh about it.
This is weird. Oh, it's gonna be like Green Arrow or something.
That's my girl.
Yep, it's definitely Green Arrow or someone.
Oh, Harley. Always such a disappointment. Why do I bother?
Ain't no slick fella with a cheap suit and cheaper grin telling me who I am ever again.
All the comic references are great.
Once upon a time. But now that's
Now, I'm gonna be fully
our
honest.
list again.
I don't mind Harley Quinn as sort of like an anti-hero, like as like a sort of a good guy, but she definitely worked best when she was working with the Joker because, well, Suicide Squad, I never thought I'd say this, said it perfectly, as in she was someone even more crazy than he is. And when you have the Joker, it sometimes works to have another character who's just as crazy as him to complement it. Now, I understand that they kind of probably wanted to... Well, I get that she was like a fan favorite, and there was probably some request for her to not be like a straight-up bad guy. And after, you know, comics became more and more and more mainstream to a point where they wanted to try and, you know, make her less than more than just a villain. And you know, so he's probably also thinking of blaming feminism somewhere in there. But okay, but yeah, she's okay as sort of like an anti-hero. I think she works best in the Injustice verse when she's actually working with Batman. But this, you know, the other ones is, I don't really like the new comics as much.
Lean in a corner.
And it's gonna be Green Arrow or someone. Oh, no, it wasn't.
Go before it takes us
I guess I
away.
was just guessing. Ah, one of those explosions that causes everything else to explode, of course. Hey, Swamp Thing! Dude, you're back. Hey, Swamp Thing, I can see your thing.
This swamp is protected.
Swampy. I heard you were dead.
I guard the green, the plant life of Earth. As long as it lives,
Which admittedly is pretty cool.
Swampy, wait. It ain't us you want to bash. We're the good guys.
Good, bad. I care little for humanity, but I do care. When my
Fair point, I get you upset. I guess the only logical thing to do here is to beat you up. No, no, no. Stop doing that. Stop hitting me. Actually, I want to look up combos real quick so I can have some fun. Move list, combo. Ow. This is a waste, but look, if I'm gonna use it sooner or later, so might as well just use it. I don't know a lot about Swamp Thing, actually. The first time I actually ever heard about him was on a Mystery Science Theater 3000 DVD. If you don't understand what I mean by that, certain DVDs, because they're all put out by Shout Factory, some of them had advertisements before them. That's where I learned about the show Code Monkeys, which was a really underrated show in my opinion.
cease this game.
I'm not doing anything because he's gonna win regardless. But yeah, one time they actually put out an ad for the Swamp Thing TV show. Yeah, anybody here watch that? Like it just seemed like a really, really old show. I never really did end up watching it, but I did watch a few episodes of the cartoon. Because, yeah, pretty much everything in the 80s, like 70s to 90s, got its own cartoon. Mortal Kombat did, Rambo did, RoboCop, especially if it was something not meant for children in the slightest, they could, of course, make a ton of money off of it for, you know, kids. Hang on. Ow. That was overkill, kind of. No. Yeah, missed. Nope, you hit me there. Hammer time. But yeah, so I saw one of his. Wow, that's kind of cool. I always did see one of his. I saw a couple episodes of his cartoon. It was kind of funny. He had like a literal boat made out of plants. It was kind of cool.
We came to stop him.
And the other place where. Oh. Green mother, outer space combat. If you get that reference, you're an amazing person. But yeah, the other place I've seen him, I just remembered this one, is Justice League Dark for like.
I will be ready.
For like 2 minutes. Sadly, I really wish they had more of them, but.
Amazing. If you ever want on the team, we'd love to have ya.
I would consider that, should our interests align. For now, go.
I genuinely feel like if I was a DC hero, just out of like all the characters there are, I would actually be Swamp Thing. Huh. So she finally found her way. Did they just stop off at like a 7-Eleven and ask for directions or something? My point is though, you know, I really feel like Swamp Thing, I feel like if I was like a supercharged being and all that, I would most likely be like, you know what, I fight for what I believe in, but if we don't always agree...
Carl, where were you? Just in the clouds, listening.
If someone saw you.
How many times?
Wait, she's
have we
been here
told
the
you
entire time?
It's too dangerous outside Kahndaq.
I spent decades lost in space, stuck in hypersleep until Adam found my ship. And now I'm cooped up here.
How can we make you more comfortable?
Let me out. Diana, you've taught me what my powers can do.
Okay, so I guess
This
Black
world
Adam found her
needs
ship.
help.
That's a cool twist.
Earth's
Did not see that
people
one
are
coming.
so divided. They're always fighting.
That's the world without Kal-El. Batman has eyes everywhere. He can't know about you before we're ready.
I'm not afraid of some guy in a mask. Ugh! I can bend steel with my bare hands.
So could your cousin.
Well, what good are these powers if I can't even help Kal-El?
We will, Kara.
Really?
Just like you and I freed Diana from
That better be in the
Palestine.
comics. I want to read that.
Time will come. We'll
No, there's a
save
lot of
Kal-El.
things. So
And
it's weird. For all the
that
questions they've
belongs to
answered so
us.
far, they're adding like 20 other questions. I'm still curious.
Our best chance to stop Grodd is a preemptive strike.
Sounds more military than vigilante. You try calling the army?
There is no army. Not yet. To break up the regime, we had to start from the ground up.
So, what? Us three extradite Grodd from under his entire guerrilla army.
Grodd's their alpha. Take him down, and the others will submit. But be wary of running into other members of his society. They're more coordinated than we knew.
Next stop, Gorilla City.
Guess I better call the sitter. Mommy and Daddy are coming home late.
If this is more than you and Ollie are comfortable with, Dinah, I'll have
I'm
Ruby
actually
let
kind of
Firestone
curious.
take over.
When did Gorilla
No.
City
We can
happen?
do this.
You've been out of the fight a long time. You have a family.
Your family too, Bruce. I couldn't be there to finish the fight against Superman. I'm damn sure finishing this one.
Alright. The Brave and the Bold. Green Arrow and Black Canary. I'm still gonna keep going because I'm not nearly done this episode. Harambe. No wait, Caesar. You guys can be prepared for many Planet of the Apes jokes and many Harambe jokes.
Gorilla City.
Speaking of which, there's actually this awesome crossover you guys need to read. It's Planet of the Apes and Green Lantern. It is every bit as cool as it sounds.
Of oppression. Forever. No more regime. No more Justice League. Today, the world welcomes its new masters. The Society.
Okay, let's see who we got. Scarecrow, Deathstroke, Bane, Cheetah. And we door. Ivy, somewhere there. Captain Cold, and Catwoman. What's she doing there?
Today, we show the world that we are superior. Today, we bring anyone who would dare stand against us to their
Okay, that actually is a pretty awesome war speech.
Low self-esteem, not that guy's problem.
That's a lot more than a few society members.